Alright guys, so I'm back here and I actually stopped my auto recording by mistake. I just wanted to pause it, but I ended up stopping it, so I'm kinda hoping this is okay and I've been able to merge the videos. Anyways, here is some PvP examples here. This is in Classic Arena. I just found some team here and we'll try against some other teams, but I just need to know how it works in game here. I haven't tried it obviously myself yet. This is the team I've set with Hania, Apsara, Moonjing, Agatha and Anze, and the aim is that we can kill the opponent pretty quick here. Let's see what happens here. They have the mortality buff from Sutur, they have the Sun Wukong, they have Giselle, Atkins and a Sansa. So let's see what happens here. We're gonna start with our Apsara here, and then it's actually already Hania's turn here, and now I'm very curious to know what the in sequence mean, like in what order, right? So but I put Anze at the last spot, so I'm guessing it means that it just goes in turn order or something. Let's see what happens here. So yes, Apsara first, then it should be Moonjing. It is Moonjing, and then Agatha, and then okay, he actually went 4. Okay, but that looked that looked pretty satisfying. Let me be honest here. Why would he be? Maybe it's a speed sequence or something. When it says sequence, I think they mean speed. Yeah, they must mean speed and not the order. So it doesn't really matter how you put them on the table there. It's just a matter of speed. Now let's try against this team here. It does not have a Nikki, but it is a very strong team, and I actually think, yeah, it's one of the other content creators actually, AO mine here. So let's see against his team how it looks. I'm not thinking I'm gonna win this one here. I just want to see how it goes, but let's see how much damage we can do at least, because they do have a Nikki, right? So let's see if we can even get our turn here. We are fastest here with our Apsara, so let's try that. See if we can get Apsara to turn. Now they have their Apsara, I think. Let's just see here. We're gonna speed it up a bit here until it gets to Apsara's turn. And there you actually saw Hania got CC'd, she got stunned. We have not put the stun resistance on her yet, but she almost has her turn, right? So let's just clear the buffs here with him, and then do like this here. And actually kind of weird here, we haven't had a Hania turn yet. Now it is Hania's turn. We don't really have a lot of enemies left actually to see what happens here, but let's see again what happens here. Apsara goes first. Let's just speed it up. Let's see, we can see it, although it's fast, right? So this time here we did not really kill most people, but let's see if we put it on auto, can we kill someone? We want to kill the Marie obviously, or the Giselle. They are actually gonna kill us here, I think, with 3 man only. I don't know why she's not dying. Why is Marie not dying? Marie died there, but I think she rests or something. Not too sure what's happening right now. When you can see here, we can see the damage afterwards to see what happened. Why are they not taking? Oh, it's the deer pet actually saving them here. She got rest by the deer pet. I think that was actually what saved them. But it looked kind of good in the beginning, and then it kind of dropped off. I think the pet actually saved him there a few times, but you can clearly see that Anze is capable of doing some damage. Obviously against this meta team here, it looked like we didn't really stand much of a chance, but it was worth a try, right? It could have gone better, I think. It didn't really go that well, but also great team. So something like this here you'll just obliterate, but we can do it anyways. But obviously a team like this you'll just kill it, hopefully, at least. If I lose to this infra team here, then might as well just quit the game, right? So and that looks fun, right? I mean, you just swipe them with your basic attack and you win, and that is kind of fun. Let's see if we can find some other team here. There is a team here with I don't know, also a Giselle and some other stuff. No Marie though, so let's see how this goes here. And let's just remove the auto but have it up on 4 speed. I think that is more fun to watch. You can see my Agatha actually already killed someone. We didn't even have a turn yet. I'm not too sure why Agatha did something there, but let's see here with the basic attack. Okay, yeah, so you can see he didn't really do a lot of damage there. Actually hit into the echo of Giselle, I think, which is why they're still alive. I'm not too sure either here what is happening. Let's see what we can do here. Can we get our turn? Maybe with Anze here. Can Anze do something? Let's put it on 1 speed. Who can we attack? We cannot attack these. We can only attack Panda. He's the only one without stealth. Let's see what happens here. Okay, Panda is dead. That's good, I guess. And now we are stuck with these two here. Agatha actually managed to kill Elias there, and it's just the Giselle left, but she can solo me. She can solo the team actually. She is that strong. So let's see if we can stay alive against it. Agatha did manage to kill Giselle there, so but that was very close actually. Very close at losing against this team here. So obviously it's not a team for it's called for classic arena, so let's try it in 3 versus 3 and see how it goes. Alright, so I'm back here and I done 3 teams here, and let's see how it performs in these situations here. The first team is a Marie team with an Erato, Apsara, Marie, Mungjing, sorry, and Esther here. Let's see if we can get our turn. We might have to do our Hania a bit quicker actually with the S5. You can see here I haven't even had my turn yet, so that is quite annoying. But we still managed to kill people. Not too sure, maybe that happened a bit too fast actually. I didn't even see what happened. Obviously these fights here are not so relevant for the video, so I'll just pause this here until we get to more Hania fights. Okay, so I'm back here. I found an opponent here. It's Casano from Bushido. And the matchups are probably not correct here, but I just want to see how it fares against a team like this with a Nikki in it to see what you can do. Let's put the speed down on 2 so that we can see what happens here. My Apsara goes, and when is Hania going? You can see Hania was actually looked like she was imprisoned there. Okay, she did do the Godmother's thing there, so I think we should be attacking in sequence here. We did launch our basic attack with Anze. They are at the 66% HP because of Nikki. They are not capable of being one-shot, which is great on Nikki's part here. But let's watch what happens. Let's see if we can get our turn here. Can we get them down below something? They are getting pretty low in health, but now we are getting smashed in the face here by Moringjing, and the match is over. There is also a Anze and Hania team actually on the opponent side here in the last battle, so we're gonna go and watch that as well, just to see someone else using Anze and Hania, just to understand what is happening in the combo. Alright, so I'm back here, and now the Anze and Hania is on the opponent side against our CC team. So let's see if we get one shot here. Now the Hania on the opponent side is frozen by my Nazil. That is one of her weaknesses that I also wanted to showcase here, is that she is very weak to CC. Now Anze obviously looks like on the opponent's side he doesn't really care. He still went ahead and actually killed my Penny with his S4. So let's see what happens once Hania on the opposing side actually get her turn. Let's see here, she got it there, I think. Yes, so now we got hit here and we don't have a lot of enemies left, but as we saw before, the Giselle actually managed to solo me on my team when I tried it, so maybe my Giselle can also solo the opponent team here. We have Reyna still, and she is proccing her shield off there. Let's see if we can keep Giselle alive, and we can. So as you can see, it's a pretty squishy setup. It looks very squishy, I must admit. So even with Moringjing in the team, it looks a bit squishy. Let's try against a team like this here. I think my Anze got countered by Nikki. Nikki might be countered to Anze actually. So let's try and do like something like this here. Actually, I think might be a fun one. Obviously, the 2 first fight is not of relevance for the video, so I'm gonna pause it, and when we get back to fight number 3, we will see that. Okay, so I'm back here, and it's fight number 3 here with my Anze team against this team over here on the other side. No Nikki on the enemy team, so let's see what happens this time. Let's just remove the auto battle here, and we can put it on speed 4. Actually, it's not really a problem. Let's use our turn meter boost here with Apsara. Can we get our turn? You can see our Hania is actually pretty low in speed. She's not really doing much so far. I think maybe it's Agatha actually killing people. Now our Moonjing here will clear all the buffs on the enemies. Hania has still not gotten a chance to do something, which is kind of weird. It's kind of weird, to be honest. Actually, Agatha, I mean, I don't even think Anze did anything in that battle. Yeah, he did 0 damage, so it was all Agatha. Agatha very strong. Agatha very strong, and Hania, I don't know why did she get the all this damage here. Maybe that is the S4 HP buff thing proccing from her S2 or something like that. It's kind of weird, I think, because I didn't see her do any attacks actually. So we'll have to see that. Just one more PvP here, and then we try just a quick PvE test and see how she does that. Alright, I have only got one attempt left up here in the corner, so let's try against Pepe here, one of my subscribers, and from a rival guild actually, but he is a nice guy. So let's try against him. And we will just put our teams like, how should we put our teams? Let's try our Anze team against his Marie team. I just want to see how it does actually. That is the kind of interesting part for me, I think, to see how it goes. So the first fight here probably not that important, and his lance is probably going to kill me anyways with his dog around and stuff like that. But let's just quickly see this match. This will also showcase a bit of a high-end PvP. Anyways, you can see Giselle already dead now. Dograt, that went pretty fast. Now let's just see the Anze team here, and Pepe is a very strong player, by the way. So let's see what happens here. His Apsara is faster than mine Apsara, and I actually didn't even get my turn because of him going into Esther right after Apsara gave enough of turn meter to Marie, actually just annihilating my team. No chance there, and yeah, this is gonna be a 3-0, I think. He's probably gonna nuke me here in this team also. But anyways, guys, let's jump into some PvE stuff, just testing her real quick in PvE. Right, so we have Faction Abyss here, stage 30. It's a kind of hard stage, but let's see how it goes. That's not what I wanted. Let's see what actually happens here in the fight with a team like this. Obviously, I'm using Nikki here, who is super strong as well. If you don't have Nikki, then it's going to be hard for you, but we can try one more after this here to see if we can do it without Nikki, but I could not do it before Nikki, so very happy about Nikki here. But let's see if Hania is doing anything good here. You can see that she's giving the HP buff and the shield buff, I think, from the beginning of every wave. Actually, it's quite nice to have that extra HP here against the boss, and you can also see that she is enabling some of the other heroes to do some basic attack and pursue an attack here. We're actually dying here, so not going that great. This will be a wipe for sure. We lost half our team, so let's jump out here and you can see how hard it is actually. But let's do something where we don't have Nikki. Let's just remove Nikki and put in a Sotra instead. Maybe you have a Sotra, maybe you have think this team here might be able to do something. And here you can see again we get the HP buff from the beginning, and the shielding is very nice. And it looks like we also proccing. Where does all the provoke come from? Oh, that's the Reyna obviously, but why did who CC'd them? I'm not so sure actually what happened here. Maybe it's just because the S4 had the stun. I think that's probably Reyna. So now we're at the boss here, and we need to use attack down on the buff, or attack reduction from hard. If he could put that, that would be nice. It's not put it yet, so we are at a disadvantage here. But this is without Nikki here, and you can see how hard the boss hits. We are already taking way too much damage here, even with a cold and a wet debuff on the boss. We're simply just taking a lot of damage. Let's see if we can debuff him with attack down. We could, so this can be a nice run if we are lucky. When you can see the boss here in this faction, for some reason they actually doubled his HP and his damage and all his stats. So he is way harder than any of the other faction Abyss bosses. For some reason I don't understand, like why would they do that? Why doesn't matter, but it doesn't look like she is the trick to stage 30, so that's a shame. I think I probably wouldn't use her in PvE, maybe for guild boss or something, or HP burn or something where you just need the HP buff. And you can also get the, obviously, pursue an attack from her. I think overall she is a good hero. She is a good hero, I must admit, so... But I think... Yeah, I think she pairs very nice with Anze. But I did not have the best test results today in Arena, I think, so... Overall, she also left me with a bit of a disappointment, but perhaps because my expectations were so high and I wasn't able to just go in and kill everything that I met on my way, which I was kinda hoping I would do, but that is not how the game is. Anyways guys, that's Hania, a way too long video, and yeah, I hope you guys have a nice evening. Cheers, bye.